Welcome back to Kahuna Trading. We are once again on GBPJPY, M15 time frame. Let's try to be a little careful this time. Let's see if we can get some decent entries here. So we want to try to buy in this area, and since we know Japan's not doing so well, let's just stick with that for now. Let's try to buy on dips, and let's see how we do. If I don't know if we want to try to do anything with shorts at this point, so let's just try to stick with longs and see how we do. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna fire it up. Let's see. Let's go. We'll fire it up, and I'm gonna adjust this a little bit so we can see what I've got down below here. Price actually came down here, so I set the buy up before starting the video, and I'm gonna fire up the speed a little bit here. Let's let it run. And so we were in the money pretty quickly there. Our target, though, of course, is, at least for now, shooting for what I consider Mr. Market is offering, which is right here. We have a stop, the red line. We have two potential martingales. So let's say we have a $100,000 account. Who's got that? Blessings to you. If you don't, just try to proportion if you can. Okay, hold on. Before we get too far, let's see how far we got here. We got pretty close. Let's stop. Where did we get to here? We got up to, we started at 03. We got to 32. And that took not too long, actually. I should probably mark where we enter on these trades, but well, we know it was back here where, well, we can't actually go back because it's a sim, but anyway, well, it doesn't really matter how long it took. It doesn't matter, but now we're currently about to give it all back, so is that, see, here's my point. I'm trying to make this point about, what is Mr. Market willing to offer right now? I see this happen with some of my friends. They put on a great trade. That's not bad, 30 some pips for, especially like within one day. It's not bad. Let's fire it back up. Let's see how it goes here. Now we're doing it again, so if we hadn't been too greedy, we want to be careful here. Now, how much better is this position? Well, we got to watch our butts here a little bit. Let's try to keep our Marties out of the way here, and we're trying to give it some room to breathe because we know it's GJ. It needs some room to breathe. You can't have your stop too tight. Much better price here. So it would have been nice if we'd take some profit over there, right? Now let's say we're trying this again, and this time, let's see what we can do here. Let's say, since we got that big candle here, we'll wait, and we'll get our entry right in here. Okay. This may not be great, but we'll just give it a shot. And we want our stop out here, and I'm not sure if we want to add to this trade just yet. 76. So if we do decide to add to this trade, we definitely want to do it as low as possible. Somewhere down in here would be great, around 171. But see, right here, Mr. Market may not be offering that. You know, everybody likes these big round numbers, you know. There we go, now we're in the money. Now we could have added at the gray line down here somewhere reasonable, and we would have been in much better shape. We would have been halfway from here to here. We would have been in here. We would have been making some decent money in there up to this level, because that's what Mr. Market is currently offering. So now we could try it again. Now, I didn't put the Martys in there. I'm just telling you what could be done here, right? So let's try it again. Let's try somewhere. Let's say we got in here, right? Now you notice my take profit here is kind of unreasonable, because we started way back there and things have shifted. $17.40, it's 60, 70 pip stop loss. With GJ, things can get pretty crazy here depending on news, time of day. Oh, we're in the money now. Now, is that money for good enough for you? 14, where'd we get to? We got up to 38, 30, 15 pips. 15, it was almost 40 up there, almost, so 20 something pips. So, and now we're patient. Got to the gray line again, 60. But now, is it going to hold? Now remember, you know, we don't have a lot to help us here. We have some things, but, you know, yeah, if you're patient, we hit our take profit this time. So it was a good trade, and you know, we know that at this point in time, actually, I'm not even looking at what are actually, it's June 2014, but basically GJ's been going north. Okay, so do we want to go short? I don't know, probably not. You know, just find another pair, be patient, or wait for another bottom. So, you know, I don't want to sit here too long on this one, because I'd like to make another video here pretty soon about working with other pairs. So that's a good example, and we didn't use Marty's too much, but you know, we talked about it, and that's the point, is that, well, okay, I said we had a $100,000 account. So let's say we're only using 1%. So we start with 250 on the trade. If it goes against us, we still are pretty sure about our bullishness. We just wait till we get down to the purple line or somewhere significantly lower, and then add another 250. So we'll cut that in half. We'll split the difference. And we could have shorted, depends on a lot of factors. Depends on a lot of things. So that's really, we're not concerning ourselves with that at this point. We're just talking about support and resistance here. So we're at support again. So, okay, we'll do one more. So we'll just say, we didn't really drop all the way down here. So I'll tell you what, we're going to be patient. We're going to put our take profit out here. Notice again though, we got close. This is what Mr. Market is offering. See, we're close again. Close. Are we going to get past here? We're going to make it past. Now you can say, oh yeah, but these are moving higher. Well, yeah. Oh, there's my lines. I thought I had some lines in here. I redid them all this morning because I couldn't find them. They're too far away here. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to get rid of all those because we don't need all those. We've got them all down. Hey, what's that all about? Really? Cute. That's a nice bug. What the heck? Oh, I see they were selected? Is that the deal? Oh, whatever. Anyway, you can say, oh, these are moving higher, man, so how are you going to hit them? Well, see, this is the thing, is that Mr. Market is always on the move here, and things are changing all the time. The idea of having fixed pivots might be appealing, but it's not really the reality of the way the market really works. It's they're going to hit, of course, because of the rule that if you put enough lines on the screen, they're going to get hit. And you can say the same thing about these, and you can complain that they're moving if you want to, but the truth is that this is actually where the market is right now. This is a more honest depiction of what the deal is. Oh, I can't believe I have to do this to get rid of these. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to have to go back in and activate these guys. So, let's see if I can delete these one at a time. You going to cooperate? Sorry, wasting your time here, but okay, now we're back to what we're supposed to be doing here. Now, of course, this pair is bullish, and so we're kind of leaving everybody in the dirt here, and so we didn't really get a chance to make another trade here. So my apologies. I was hoping we'd get a shot at another entry, and so now you could say, well, okay, well, what about now? If we're bullish, where are we going to get in? Yeah, this is a problem, and it's one reason why I'm not such a big fan of only trading one time frame. I think that we need input from many time frames in order to make good decisions, and so I hate to put excuses out there, but it's kind of part of the story. And anyway, so we do want to buy low though, as much as possible. And if we were able to switch to M5 or M1, we'd probably have a little bit better feel for how these would line up in there and find some better entries if you want to do scalping, as people call it. I hate the word, but I guess that's what it's known as. And to me, it's all about whatever the market is currently offering, whether that's long term or whatever you feel good about. So, because you could be waiting a long time for this to come down here. Now with the sim, it's gonna, possibly give us a trade sometime sooner here. But and notice, okay, here we go. Let's see here. So we'll do one more here. I'm trying to get us in here. Hold on, stop. So we got a couple opportunities to enter the market here. Hey, get back here. So we're going to put our target a little higher here. I got to go way down here to get everybody. Hey, come here. Let's say we're in here. Out here. We may use these, so we'll see how it goes here. Okay, we finally got everybody cooperating again. Let's see here. So we'll fire it up again. And okay, now that actually happened very quickly here. So, okay. Now hold on here. So, how far did we get? 80. About 40 pips, right? Something like that. No, we didn't get to our target yet. But we did manage to cover some decent territory here, right? 80, maybe 30 pips. Okay? It's decent. How long did that take? Not very long. A couple hours maybe. Okay, we'll run it again. Let's see how it goes. So we like that there's some support here. We could have done another entry in here. We could have taken profit here, done another entry here. And the other time frames would help with their Kahuna lines if we had M5 and M1. Look at this, we're even getting another opportunity to buy down here, right? But not down here. Oh, everybody wants the best trade in town, but see, it's not being offered today. This is the best trade in town today. So let's say we take the pink one. Guess where we got to? The pink one. Yeah. So that's 76 to, what is that, 07 or something like that. So it's in, measly another 30 pips. I know it's not 400 pips or 10,000 pips like, we all want these big returns. I know. But see, this is what the market's offering. So I like to appreciate what the market is offering. Now we backed it off, and guess what? Almost back to the pink line again. No, this time Mr. Market has decided not to offer quite so much. We're moving higher. Now we could have been patient, on that other trade, and we don't need to wait, 30 pips. We could have got higher. We would get 10 more pips, Yep. But you could have bought down here and done the same thing, right? So I know patience pays and all that fun stuff, but I just hate to see profits get taken out. Oh, now see, here's the patience pays. Yeah, it's true. But we could have entered back in here. Oh, well, let's see. Well, I guess we have another buying opportunity here. News. This is called making all these patience pays people pay for their patience. Because they took out all the stops that got pushed up into here, and bam. And maybe it will go a lot higher from here. It's just that this is how Mr. Market works. It's not easy, my friends. So we're trying to provide a framework that gives you at least some idea where things are potentially going to manifest. Yes, we finally made it to our take profit here. And how much higher is it? Okay, now it's doing considerably better. Not after doing this. So this was actually the ideal place, but so are you going to just be patient and wait? Is that patience pays for you? Is just wait for this and don't do any trading earlier, even though there was plenty of profit available? That's what's so tough about all this, my friends. And don't mean to be condescending or anything. It's just like years and years and years of staring at how difficult all of this can be. And so, yes, the market's moving higher, very, very cautiously. So part of the reason we're not able to take a little more partake of these higher returns is that we're not looking at some of the other indicators. We're not looking at, here we go. We're back to the gray line. This is our range once again. And interesting how our original entry is now at the bottom of the, way bottom of the range here. Doesn't mean I can't go lower, of course, but once again, Mr. Market taking out stops in both directions, and looks like we're getting another buy opportunity. And where is that buy opportunity? Mighty close to the one we started on, way back here, wherever that was, right? So we came full circle here, and we could have done some shorts, but the pair is pretty bullish. Although, where are we? Back to where we started, right? So really, time is money. And this is a lot of why I'm making these videos, and why I developed all of this. Because time is money. So are you going to profit when profit is available? Or, where are you going to make money? You have to find somewhere that you have some confidence in here. So I'd say the Kahuna gray line is pretty good, although you better save some capital down here. I'd actually, probably keep the stop close to here and keep the capital in reserve. See how the market moves, but also be aware of sentiment. And the sentiment, the general traffic flow of the overall pair from higher time frames is critical, which we're not assessing here. So, see how much better you could do if you did assess from another perspective. Here, the highest reward is where the highest risk is, of course. Once again here. To get to here, the highest reward was from down here, but this is also the highest risk, theoretically, because it's low, going lower maybe. But at least we have some reference here, right? Alright, it got long again. I keep trying to make short videos and they keep ending up long. But okay, well, that's another look at GJ. Alright, you take care. We'll be back. Peace, love, Kahuna.